Wow. A sower went out to sow. He sowed, some seeds fell along the path, and the birds came and devoured them. Other seeds fell on rocky ground, where they did not have much soil, and immediately they sprang up, since they had no depth of soil. But when the sun rose, they were scorched, and since they had no root, they withered away. Now there was a sower that went out to sow. It might be in the form of a bird years and years ago that dropped the seed that went into this ground, this rocky soil. But this one took root. We go to when Jesus explains this parable, he explains the concept of the rocks. He says, "Hear then the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what has been sown in his heart. This is what was sown along the path. As for what was sown on the rocky ground, this is the one who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Yet he has no root in himself, but endures for a while, and when tribulation or persecution arises on account of the word, immediately he falls away." And so we can tell that this tree that was planted on rocky ground did not have roots within itself. It found roots deep within soil, within the cleft of the rock. It was able to access the soil even where it was planted. So when you hear the word, you're going to be excited and immediately want to take it into your heart and strive to obey the gospel. Now, it's important, though, that that root is not within you and it is not within me. It is within something deeper. It is within the good soil that can be found even within rocky soil. And I'm reminded of the passage in Jeremiah which says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit." This tree has not ceased to bear fruit for many generations. And yet, it is not planted by water. It has been able to access water. It has been able to access the nourishment that every tree needs. So the example for us today, in a picture that speaks louder than words, even more than 1,000 words, this picture proves that we bloom where we're planted. Now you get the picture.